All right, what's up, guys? Let this clock tick down just a little bit. I'm still cleaning up the disaster that is my desk. I need to do another desk clean. My work desk and my personal desk both are like a mess. Now it looks like the clock tells me I need to go live now. So, hello everybody. This weekend I'm changing up my overlay. I wonder if what is that thing? Oh, it's my alert box. Okay. Yeah, there's not really make it too small if I like. I want to redo my overlay, but I also got to see what this looks like. I'm sure it'd be different too if I had like an ultra wide, because then my screen capture would be different. Capture would be. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because like if I zoom this out, you guys can't really see what I'm doing. Now, let me do it on this monitor. Let's move you over here for now. Put this up here. And I imagine a lot of you are probably using like theater mode. Okay, yeah, there's no way to like. Yeah, that's just scrolling. That's also just scrolling. Yeah, I want to make this bigger, or make this smaller so I can leave room for like an overlay, but we'll leave that for now. Let's put everything back to where it belongs. So put you down here. Put you up here, because I'm going to need you for references later. Okay. So what were we doing yesterday? I think we were connecting up a lot of these stats. Oh, I just spilled on my mouse pad. Okay. Get the weapon component, and when it's cycling through. All that stuff. I think one of my cats in a litter box. Okay, so we got in the component, it looks like we've got the right, because now it's not the whip, it's the attachments. That's where I left off. I got these guys. So one cool thing I like about using VS Code is the fact that I can split like this, so I can see other things when I need them. So I think what I want here is a reload weapon, change ammo, create bullet. We'll just throw it at the bottom. Apply attachment stat changes. This is gonna need a gonna need the actual attachment itself. Okay. So attachment of attachment. And this will go through and do the base stats. And then the specific ones, because there's a couple attachments that have specific stats. We'll just go through and manually do them like up here, which is fine. So that's fine. Basically, apply my attachment stat changes barrel. I basically just want to grab this and all of them. And now in here, I can basically go damage equals attachment. Or no. What direction do we want these stats to go? That was one thing I didn't figure out. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. How did we... Okay, so these aren't defined. Weapon stats. Oh, you know, probably because I gotta... We do the weapon. Okay, I just gotta pull up a weapon. Or actually declared these either. Okay. That's fine, because basically, okay, so because what's going to happen is I'll plus equals. So if the thing increases something, I'm going to add a positive number. And then later, I'm going to subtract a positive number. And then if something decreases a stat, I'm going to add a negative number, which is going to subtract it. And then when I remove it later, I'm going to subtract a negative number, which is going to reapply. Yeah, so everything's fine there. Ergonomics. Because then what's gonna be weird is then it's gonna be hard to it's gonna be weird to explain. Ergonomics is gonna, some of these are gonna be weird to like show to the user that because a lower ergonomics number means is better, because the big thing for ergonomics is going to be the ergonomics is going to affect movement speed, because if you got a big bulky weapon, it's going to slow you down, and then it's also harder to reload. So a lower ergonomics is going to be good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to explain that to the user in a good way, but that's fine. We'll figure that. We'll cross that bridge when it comes. Okay, so that's all that, and then there's a couple specific ones. It's like in the handguards, I'm gonna have to check if they have a like the handguards, for example, can have stuff on them. So I got to figure out how we're gonna check those. But for starters, I think the only thing is like I don't think a barrel adds anything. It does, but just a muzzle. So after that is the handguard, which I also don't think adds anything. Yep. Magazine definitely does because it's got the size. Which actually, I don't like this. We're gonna change this to capacity. There we go. Grips don't really have anything extra going on, I'm pretty sure. Nope. And then stocks don't really have anything extra either. So yeah, it's just the magazine we're gonna have to do the additional stat for now. I never announced that I went live. And all right, if we just announced that we're live in another Discord, and okay, cool. Okay, so that's really all that. The only you know what? I go to attachment. Come on. There we go. There's my documentation I was looking for earlier. Sir. Negative numbers increase accuracy. Higher number increases or negative numbers increase ergonomics, and then I'm gonna specify what number, like what type of number is what number is increasing this stat. So like here, positive numbers increase damage. Positive numbers increase recoil. Negative numbers increase ergonomics. Positive numbers increase sound. So now over here, when I highlight over this stuff, I can see. Attachment dot weapon range. Oh, but I shoot. see. Let's undo all this though. Attachment type, position, offset. To be determined what it actually does. There we go. Now we can highlight over here and we can see to be determined what it actually does sound, how loud the weapon is, positive numbers increase. I think I can do a something like that. Yeah, positive numbers. It's not like I need to check this, but it's just cool to see the documentation like pop up like that. There's ways I can make it look cool and everything, but I don't think my documentation is probably not going to be perfect on this game. But I think future games and definitely going to probably like from the beginning write documentation. Even like these I can do. Like even that I can come up here now, and when I see unequipped weapon I can highlight over it and it'll say unequips the weapon from the owner. Oh my god, is that a Zach? Actually, okay, so what's funny is there's another stream the other day. I think it was while Chris was like raiding me or something. We were joking about how you've never popped into any of my streams. I was like, yeah, it's like thanks, Zach. Thanks for not showing up, you know, totally at the time when I go live. That's totally not the time you're getting off of work and having dinner with your family and taking care of your kids and all that stuff. Because I'm pretty sure when I go live, it's because you're in Ohio, which is, yeah, that's East Coast time. So yeah, it's like 5 o'clock for you right now, isn't it? 5:30. Well, it's good to see you, man. Right now we're just working on I'm sure you've seen the video that I posted like on one of the Discords where I was showing off the being able to change all the attachments and stuff on the weapons. I'm now going through and connecting all the pieces so that attachments actually mean something on the weapons. And then I got to do the fun of this little guy, I gotta find it. Yeah, and then I gotta go through the fun of this guy and updating all of the stats that are in here and getting them all imported into the game, because I gotta go through all the weapons, and I gotta create the file for all the I gotta go through and create all the attachments. I have to update stats for all the weapons. Actually, even the armor too, but there's some work that's gonna be done on this one that I'm not even gonna touch this yet. Yeah, it was really cool. It was a lot of work to get that system working, because the biggest pain of that whole thing is just drawing the sprites is the biggest annoyance, because literally what I have to do is every single attack, like the weapon all has like on the, it'll be easier if I load in a, so like on the weapon itself, there'll be all of these positions that have to get moved around to go, like in this instance, the barrel is going to be like, oh, can't grab it. But like the spawn point of the barrel is going to be right here. So when I load in like the weapon, I have to figure out, I have to move the sprite position to that exact spot. And then on top of it, I have to make sure the, I gotta make sure, okay, in this instance, it's already set up correctly, but I gotta make sure the offset on the sprite, I have to like load in the offset to move the sprite to where its connection point is at the correct spot. So that way they kind of just like slot in together. And I can't even find the slot now. But yeah, so I basically have to like move this guy around on screen until everything it fits in, and then go and get these values and save them in their respective resources, so that way later they can get drawn. So finding these positions is just a tedious, like, gotta go through every single one and just find the position. So yeah, like that's where that like sets in, and then the handguard. Like it probably, yeah, it's gonna, oh wait, actually this is the wrong, that's the wrong handguard for this weapon. That's not gonna slot in. So you probably gotta go down like, no, maybe it is too. Oh no, you're like way off. But yeah, you get the gist. I have to, it's like on this guy, I gotta move this forward. Oh, that's like 4.5, it looks like. .5. There we go. And then its Y position is gonna be like there probably. There we go. Then it just slots right in. Yeah, a huge pain. A bunch of tedious work that I don't want to do. The only way that I can get through it is when I do it on stream, but I feel like it's super boring to do it on stream. That off, but yeah, so right now I'm putting that off as long as possible, and I'm just setting up the stats and making sure all that stuff is working. One thing I've been toying with is one of the stats for the gun is specifically like the weapon range, and I threw this out to like Chris and the guys when they were in here yesterday on how I want to do weapon range, because I had like two ideas. One of them was going to be, if a gun has a longer range weapon, it was going to zoom out the camera farther so you can see like a wider area. And then if you have something like a pistol, it's going to zoom closer in on the player and not be able to see as much. And my only reservations of that one is the fact that I feel like that's just going to make longer range weapons just the better option, because you can just see more of the screen. And, you know, in reality, the weapon, whether you're holding a pistol or like a sniper rifle, it doesn't change how far you can physically see. So that's like my only reservation with that one, but I really like that idea. And then the other one that I'm toying with, which is probably gonna be what I go with, is when I fire this up. Eventually you won't see the mouse. It's just going to be like if you don't even have any sights like attached to your gun, you're gonna have to go off the physical like sprite of the gun to see where you're aiming. But as you get better and better sights, you're gonna get like crosshairs on the screen that'll start out big, and then they'll like zoom in closer and closer. The better the gun is on the on its accuracy. But then what I was thinking about doing for the weapon range is like, say I move my mouse, like, I guess we can call these squares like the range. So like if I have a range of say 1, 2, 3, 4. When I move my mouse out, you'll see the crosshair sprite go all the way out to 4. But then if I keep moving my mouse beyond what the range is, you'll see the crosshair locked right here, even though my mouse is all the way over here. So it kind of gives you an idea, but it's still, if you're outside the range, you can't still really quite aim. So those are like the two ideas I'm working with on that. And that's kind of the big design decision that I'm stuck in right now, is how do I want to handle range of weapons? And I think even in my attachment right here for the documentation, it just says to be determined what this actually does. But ultimately, it's good. I haven't hooked up Copilot yet since I switched to using VS Code again instead of using the built-in editor in Godot. I haven't attached Copilot yet to be to tell me that I'm too lazy to do things. It's coming. I actually need to attach Copilot because that'd be super helpful. I don't I guess I don't remember. I don't know how helpful Copilot's going to be though with it being GDScript. I've had mixed results with using like ChatGPT with Godot, because a lot of the times it wants to do like Godot 3 and not Godot 4. But I'll have to try Copilot and see how it handles it. So I think that's everything there, because now, yeah, all this stuff's hooked up now. Which means actually instead of passing weapon damage, I just need to pass the raw damage in to the bullet. Rinse. This one. See, it says it can help, but will it actually help? I've asked ChatGPT the same thing, if it's good, if it knows Godot 4, and it's like, yeah, I can do it, and then it tries to use stuff from the Godot 3 library that doesn't work anymore. Okay, so what I need to do then is, yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a shot and see what it's like. Because I also know Copilot also like parses through your code base itself to help you out. So, I mean, that alone will probably be helpful. I mean, we use Copilot at work and it's mostly helpful. Okay, so we're going to say 5. The stock is going to somehow affect damage, but this is the only gun that I have working in the game. This is the only one that has optional components. And I want to make sure it's doing what it needs to do. So now if I go back over here, let's shrink you down a bit. First off, let's grab you. Let's take the stock off. Equip that. Oh, I got my bullet system like broke recently too, which has been kind of annoying. Aren't you reloading? Oh, no, don't tell me I broke that. Oh, when did I break that? That's sad. Hold on. Oh, that's all that stuff. No, that's not right. Oh, I know. No, it's not a bug. I know what I did. Because now when I'm attaching the magazine, I'm setting the magazine's capacity to what the magazine of the gun is, and I'm fairly certain that if I pull up the magazines, I think it's working absolutely correctly. See, the capacity is set to 0 on this thing. If I change this to 30. Okay, so I forgot to save, so I gotta remove this stock again. Go in here, equip this guy, change the ammo to the proper ammo that I have. All right, there's still something in there that's wanting to hang on to the old to get rid of this guy. And then, oh, thanks for the follow, man.
89 just followed.
I really appreciate that. Let me, ooh, just in case, let's resave this guy. Dude, there's a couple streamers out there that I feel like I started watching them, right? But never followed them like on their first, like the first couple times I watched them. And then it got to the point where I just kept watching them, but realized I never followed them. And especially on like a lot of smaller streamers where just ads aren't run. So like I notice real quick on people who have ads, because when I get an ad, or well, no, ads for subscriptions, never mind. That's how I found out I've had subscriptions lapse on a couple people. But yeah, no, it's like I'll realize I never hit the follow button and I'll have been watching them for like months. Okay, so this is 76239 BP, which means, yep, that's all I got in here. Weird. Okay. Okay, so I did create a bug. Magazine capacity equals magazine. Yep, go have fun with dinner. Appreciate you stopping by. Magazine. That. And just for the time being, we'll say magazine count is equal to magazine capacity. Rerun that. Did I remove the... No, it's definitely still there. What are you? You're probably broken now. Ammo type parent.weapon component.magazine count, weapon component.magazine capacity. Those are both magazine count and magazine capacity. Okay, so that means in the fire weapon, if can fire and weapon, if magazine count is greater than 0. See why that's breaking it. Okay, so my magazine count is 0. So let's look at the ammo. Ammo is set to 0. Okay, so magazine count equals underscore weapon ammo count. I did break something there. Okay, so if I ammo count. Oh, duh, that's not gonna work. I know that much because I gotta go in here. Put 15 in both of them. Save that off. So magazine count is 15. why is reload not working? Okay, so reload is not working. Yep, that works. I know that much. So we need to attach the new. If magazine count 0, magazine capacity 0. Why is my magazine capacity being? Okay, so that means this isn't saving correctly. Why'd you not hit my breakpoint in? Oh, because I didn't run it correctly. That's why. Magazine count 15 because the weapon count. Be really cool. Okay, so there's these guys I can't like view into, which that's unfortunate. Magazine count is 0. Magazine capacity is 30. All right, well, we fixed whatever that issue was. Now, what will be interesting is the fact that as of it right now, if I were to reload a weapon, and put it like if I were to reload a weapon and I put that, and then I go into the workbench, if I remove that magazine and put in a new magazine, there's a bug there. There's definitely a bug there, because that means I can potentially, because I can see it now. What you do is you reload a gun, like you get an attachment that's like really big, reload it, then you go to the workbench, you take that attachment off for then like another attachment that you can reload like really fast, And then at least for one cycle, you're going to have the benefit of both magazines, because what's going to happen is I don't have a means in there to reset that ammo. And oh, there's motion at my door. Hang on. Oh, I got a package. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Good deal with the package. I got... So I'm a TCG player, right? Play a little bit of Magic. Play a lot of Pokemon. I got a new playmat. Actually, for those of you who have really paid attention to stream, you'll notice that I have like a Ouija board mug. I actually have a coaster that goes with the Ouija board. And then if I point this down, you can see like my actual like desk mat is also a Ouija board. There we go. This new playmat that I just got is a Ouija board. And now I gotta figure out how to roll this thing up again on my lap. Yeah, that's why I got so excited, because I was like, oh, my mat's here. Didn't even know you were in here. He's just slipped in when I was talking about that. Well, none of these are real Ouija boards, though. That's the thing. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed though. The desk mat that I have, it's the one that came with the little coaster. It would have been really, really cool if instead of making the coaster just a tiny little Ouija board, if they had made it like a planchette. But if you just, no worries if you're lurking, man. I always appreciate it. I just have anywhere on my screen at all to even like see how many viewers I have in chat. So like if I've got people lurking, I have no idea. I don't really concern myself with the number too much because, eh. Okay, so before I got distracted by my Ouija board playmat, right, I fixed a bug that I accidentally, well, it wasn't a bug, it was a thing that broke because of me properly implementing in something. How many of you guys are in here? Hold on. Okay, as far as I can tell right now, it's just you two. Now I needed to go check to see how many people were hanging out in here. Oh, my phone is going off nonstop. Oh, it's just because it's the end of the school day. And we got one of those Ring doorbells. So kids just walking like along the sidewalk sometimes sets it off. Which is kind of annoying, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute these for the time being. So we inherited the thing like when basically our door is oh, now my wife's like, who is at the door? Okay. Yeah, so like basically our house kind of has like a little like when you walk up to the door, you kind of walk into this little alcove. So it's like wall, and then like the door. So it's and the ring is kind of like at the side on the side. So it's literally pointing at another wall. So like, but it can kind of see past a wall across from it out into like our yard and the sidewalk. And like it sometimes picks up people there if they're on the sidewalk. I've never messed with it because we kind of just, when we bought the house, it was just here. So I've never really messed with the settings or anything like that. So yeah, if there's a detection zone, I bet all I have to do is like bring it to the right a little bit so it's ignoring the sidewalk and is only focusing on the wall in front of it. That's good to know. I'll have to play with it because yeah, it's also like when like today was a trash day for us too. And our trash cans are literally right in that little bit that it can see out on the road. Our trash cans are right there. So like even when the truck comes and picks those up, it sets off the doorbell. Okay, so anyway, so let's see. We fixed the reload. Now that I have the gun actually setting its capacity off of the magazine attachment that's attached to it. Which means now I can actually get rid of this. I think that's safe to get rid of. And then, so now I don't think this spreadsheet has that stuff on here. It does not. Okay, good. So that means I was halfway thinking ahead. So ideally, I mean, if I'm removing that variable, I shouldn't break anything. I hope that's a breakpoint I just hit. Yeah, it's just a breakpoint I hit. I think there's another one in here. Yeah. Oh, I still gotta continue it. Oh yeah, it's confused because of a different bug. That's fine. If I swap this over, it'll... Okay, so the main thing I want to test now is down here. It says bullet damage 25. If I come up here, oops, gotta unequip this guy first. If I come up here and I remove this stock, because that's the easiest thing that I had to try this out with, and I re-equip the gun and I start shooting it, the damage is now 20. So that is working. The reason I use the stock is because there's only one functioning gun in the game right now, because I have to rip apart the other ones. And, of the functioning guns, it's the only one that has a part that's optional. So I was like, well, I guess the stock is going to affect the damage that the gun does. So I believe everything is good there now, which means I need to address the situation with the swapping them, specifically the magazines at the workbench, because I guess I'll talk through this again. I don't even know if you heard it again. So basically what's happening is because when I equip a weapon, the capacity and the count go to 0. That's fine, because when I reload the weapon, or when I fire the weapon, I think I'm... Yeah, the inventory item I'm also reducing the count on. Okay. So that's fine. So when I unequip the weapon, the problem is there's going to be bullets inside that gun. But then over at the workbench, I don't take into account the ammo that's in the gun when I remove a magazine. So I think there's two options here that I could do, and I don't know which route I want to go, because the first route is I keep the game simple, and when I remove that magazine, I check whatever ammo is in the gun, pop that back in the inventory, remove the magazine. The other option, which I've had a couple people suggest before, because this is how it's done in Tarkov, and this game is heavily inspired by Tarkov, is instead of having the gun know how much ammo it has, have the magazine know how much ammo it is. But the problem with that route is it's one of those things that I just don't want. I don't want the player to have to keep track of what magazines have what type and how much of that ammo in the magazine. And the problem doing it that route too is it sets me up to have to be a real pain, to where then I have to do extra checks, because I've got some magazines that are they're just going to be compatible with multiple different types of guns. Maybe. I don't even know if I'm necessarily going to go that route. If I don't go that route, then it makes this a bit easier. But the problem is if I've got two guns that shoot different caliber bullets that are able to use the same magazine, then I have to do another check in there to check to see if I can even equip the thing. And it just is it's a whole thing of, I can code it easily, but it's a whole thing of making the player like keep track of what mags have what ammo in it and stuff like that. I don't want to do. So I think what I'm gonna do is when I remove a magazine, it's just gonna pop the bullets back out into the player's inventory. So weapon, mod menu, mod bench. Mod bench literally only opens the menu. Cool. Weapon modification menu. So you're the one that's doing it. Yeah, so I can literally just do a... can literally just in here. Um, item dot. I need inventory item ammo. What do you look like? Oh. I used VS Code so long ago that it tries to pull up in the recently opened, it pulls up stuff before I refactored, which is annoying. Okay, no, I didn't want you here. Inventory item. No, I want inventory item ammo. Come on. I want this guy. So you do have a quantity. All right. So what I want to do then is in the menu, if item dot no. I need the focused weapon. What is that? The active weapon. Okay. So this is in detach. Come on, where's it? Oh, wait, I have an error. There we go. So if active weapon dot ammo count is greater than 0, remove or var removed, or we'll call it unloaded ammo. Inventory item ammo equals new, or inventory item ammo dot new. Because then we can go through the whole shebang. Of the unloaded ammo. There's a way that I can't remember how to do it offhand. Unloaded ammo dot item name is going to equal the I need to actually load the ammo too. Active weapon dot ammo type as ammunition. Loaded ammo dot name dot item type equal to loaded ammo dot type. Hold on. What's the What is the syntax? I haven't done this in so long. I want to, if I can just set all this stuff in the creation. I don't know if I can do that in GD or not. I'm sure you can. I just don't remember the syntax offhand. So I wonder if it's just curly brackets like C#. all I'm getting when I Google it is people asking what the point of .new is, and people asking the difference between .new and .instance or instantiate, whatever. The .new is definitely what I want. I just want to know how to. I just want to write this cleaner. I don't want to like. Script creating of a class. I don't know how to do this. I guess I could use a init. Wait, why? Hold on. Hey, Fev. How's it going? Yeah, alright, screw it. We're just gonna do it this way. I don't care. I don't care that much. I'm not cool enough for sound bites yet. I gotta get partnered or whatever. Maybe not partnered. What's the other one? Whatever Chris hit. Item path. Loaded ammo dot path. Resource path, apparently I called it. And then unloaded ammo dot. Yeah, I have to hit like. I gotta hit so many followers, and I think I'm only sitting at like 20 something right now. I don't remember what it is. Let me check. Oh, no, it's affiliate. That's what I'm looking for. So for affiliate, I need to reach 50 followers, stream for 8 hours, stream on 7 different days, and have an average of 3 viewers. I think my 3 viewer average is like right at the cusp. I think what's really helping though is the days that I stream that Chris isn't streaming, because then I seem to get a lot more of you guys like that watch him as well in here on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So like when I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, it seems like my average viewer count's a lot lower because there's a lot less of you guys that watch Chris and then come watch me, which I don't blame you at all. That's a lot of watching someone write code. So I need to get the average 3 viewers, but then which I'm really, really close to, I think. But the other one's the 50 followers, and I've got like 21. And I think what's hurting me is it's so hard to get through that threshold, because I'm sure I'm a lot more boring and a lot less engaging probably the days that I have like no chat, because I kind of just get tunneled in and work, and I probably don't like talk that much. So it's like, I know once I can get like to the point where I have a couple people that are like regularly in my chat, that will probably make the stream just overall better, because I'll be more interactive and more talkative and more interactive and more engaging. And then when we get randos in, I'm sure that's going to make it more easy for me to get the randos to actually follow. Because I've noticed the problem is right now is when I check my analytics after stream, I get like a decent amount of like random unique viewers that pop, like new viewers that pop in. But I never seem to be able to retain them is the problem. I need to be in the hot tub category. No, I'm good. I don't even have a hot tub. My parents had a hot tub when I lived with them in high school, and then in college, my apartments had hot tubs. But ever since I graduated college, I've not had access to a hot tub. Okay, inventory item ammo. Oh, it's quantity. Gotcha. Equals, at this point, it's going to be active weapon dot ammo counts. So after I do that, I need to do the active weapon dot ammo count is going to be set to 0. And then I gotta add to my inventory the unloaded ammo, and that will fix that issue. So now I won't have instances where, because this is what I was concerned about, is like if I had a magazine that held like 100 bullets in it, like attached to the gun, and I reloaded the gun, it put 100 bullets in the gun. Then all you'd had to do was go to the bench, take off that magazine, and then put in a different magazine that might reload like way faster because it's smaller. But then for that first cycle, it's because I don't really have a check in there for this. At least I probably should put one in there still. But basically what would happen is you would put that smaller magazine in, but it's not going to knock the ammo down. So then it's just going to be like, okay, well, now you have the capacity of that big magazine for like 1 round, but then have the benefits of like the ergonomic benefits and stuff like that. So now if I equip this guy, see he's got 15 out of 30. Go in here, grab this guy. I take the magazine off and I re-equip it and come back over here and equip it. Yeah, 0 out of 30 again. I just glanced over because I still had the affiliate thing up on Google, and I saw how much money can or how much money do you make with 50 followers on Twitch, and it says 5 to 10 average viewers per stream, $50 to $200 a month. That's not right. How are you making $200 a month off of 5 to 10 viewers? Because it doesn't even say they're subscribers. Like, I bet you, I don't remember how many subscribers Chris has, but I bet you he's not even making $200 a month on Twitch right now. I get a viewer to sub ratio. Yeah, I guess if you've got, but I feel like, yeah, but Chris gets. Well, I guess Chris is closer, probably like to. Well, even then, there's no way he's making that much money on his stream yet. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? He has 141. Well, that's followers. How many subscribers does he have? I'm curious, but I don't want to ask him because it's not my it's not my business how much money he makes on Twitch, so I don't want to ask, but I am kind of like I'm a little bit curious. Because it's like Twitch is like what? Is it like 60-40 on the split? Wait, you got auto modded for just what did you do that the auto mod got you? Because my auto mod's like broken right now, but I've never had a big enough, like I feel like I don't have an active enough chat a lot of the time that I haven't like. Oh yeah, I have that thing that Chris implemented. I've got that in too, where if you spell out viewers, it blocks it because I was getting hit by the best cheap viewers and all that stuff that was going on. All right, so that's the magazine issue sorted. That's fair. Yeah, I get you. That's the same boat I'm in. Oh, well, that also does help. Oh, I can see right here. I have 21 followers as of right now. And Zach was my he was my 21st because he just followed me today. Okay, so that's... Oh, I guess the other thing I should check before we fully commit to that this is working. I've got 117... Actually, you know what? Just to make this a nice number. I didn't do that right. There we go. Okay. Let's get 87. Let's fire off several. Reload that. Okay, so I've got 80 in the inventory, and I've got 30 in the mag. Gotta unequip that. Grab you. Put you back on. 110. Okay, so that is working. I think that is pretty much everything that I wanted to do on this branch, because the attachment stats are in fact set up. I think we can call that done. So I'm gonna go ahead and -7 setup attachment commits, sync these. And then, yeah, I don't actually need to use you anymore. Sparkling water is making me burpy. Okay, so let's go ahead and just PR that stuff. This is the best OSRS song ever. Anything else, you're wrong. Why am I not seeing? Just 2 commits about a main. Yeah, why am I not seeing? Merge test print. Okay, yeah, I did that. Pull requests. Okay, why did this is the first time I finally got like VS Code reset up to use Godot. Why is this not being seen now? If I go over here, I can see the commits. Yeah. Oh. Pull request right there. Okay. We'll merge that in and move back over to main. So anyway, what are we gonna? So Fev, what are you gonna do about getting me more followers? You're the one that's starting this crusade. I'll give you a percentage of my current income, which is currently 0. You gotta start OnlyFans again. I don't know how that would get me followers, but and I'm not starting an OnlyFans. Okay, I think so. What I wanted to do now that I got all that set up, is I want to refactor. I need to do a refactor of my inventory, because basically what you'll notice when I made some changes to like the size of some stuff for like icons and everything, especially the changes I made to get the icon to work on the gun, and even then it's not like completely working. You'll see it's a nice box, but when I go to like here, the sprites and stuff are like physically different. And so I realized I'm like, oh, I got to change it here. Oops. But then I also need to change it over here. So I need to, the changes I made, right, I actually need to take this entire box out, make it its own component, and then put that component into these scenes, which is going to require a bit of refactoring. Or I say screw it and I don't touch it, because how many more windows am I really going to have that involve my inventory? I haven't started doing devlogs yet. I want to do devlogs, but I'm trying to figure out a good place to start. And I honestly feel like the best time, because otherwise, because I don't want to just randomly jump into a devlog like in the middle of like, because I'm in like a weird spot. So I kind of was planning on, once I got like this vertical slice done and was out for you guys to play, I was going to make like a devlog that went with that first like vertical slice and then continue doing devlogs on top of that. I mean, other than that, like I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, but I feel like I don't really say anything about it. Like I kind of also gave up even posting on like Twitter that I was going live, because I feel like it wasn't really doing anything, and my Twitter feed was basically just being nonstop going, "Hey, I'm live," and I just kind of felt like I was shouting in the void. Maybe I should go back to doing that again, but yeah, it's what the unfortunate thing is, I just don't have as much time to stream as Chris does. Yeah, and that's honestly it's kind of my plan, because I feel like I'm super close to getting this vertical slice done for an alpha for people to play, and that felt like a really good point to start doing devlogs. Because it's kind of one of those things where I can go devlog 0. This is what I've been working on. Oh, by the way, here's a link to go play what I got, and then proceed to, when I keep working on it beyond that, do devlogs. But yeah, I totally agree. And it's the YouTube streaming. Yeah, I know it's not like crazy, doing crazy well, but I figured why not? Like if I'm already streaming here, I might as well connect it and throw it on over to YouTube as well. I don't know how Kick is doing. I've kind of looked into doing Kick as well, but I don't know. I don't know with that one. My computer can also only handle doing so many of these. Wait, can you do, like, can I send this stream over to TikTok? Like, I didn't know how that worked. Because, like, I tried doing, because I know, like, on Twitch, like, or on Twitter, I know you can, like, send your stream over, but I can't do that without having, like, a paid Twitter account, which I'm just not doing. And then, like, Facebook requires you to have so many, like, followers in order to go live over there, too. And my Facebook traffic is just, like, non-existent. I say it's like my Twitter traffic is also non-existent. All I get is follows from, like, porn bots. And see, and I've totally been on the thing too, where I want to do like TikTok stuff too, to do like, you know, short little, like, this is what it, like, short little devlogs essentially. I don't know how to do short form content. I don't know, like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to go about doing it. I'm basically a boomer and don't understand TikTok. I spend 0 time on TikTok myself. Like, it's just not my kind of content to watch. But, like, I'm definitely approaching a point where I do really, really need to ramp marketing up. And I want to see, like, yeah, I need to, you know, start ramping up myself, do as much as I can, see what happens, and at that point evaluate and see if I need to start dumping some money into marketing. What was I even doing? Yeah, I know you can get like a ton of views. And I definitely want to look into it. Maybe yeah, maybe we'll have to talk sometime on how you're approaching TikTok and teach me how to do the TikToks. God, that was so bad. Oh man. It's true though. Like, I just straight up don't like, but I'm aware of, just because I don't consume content on TikTok, that it's a platform that I should be putting stuff out on. So I at least need to understand enough to put content on it. I don't know if it's going to change on if I watch anything on TikTok or not. I got a friend who's like obsessed with TikTok. What am I looking for? Inventory. That's that's the data of the inventory. Loop menu, inventory component. What is it called? Oh, inventory UI. Oh, and I opened up the Jesus. Inventory UI. Inventory menu. I've got this named differently for some reason. I'm gonna have to go find it. See that? Okay, that's the first thing that I've been talking about is the fact that I thought about was the fact that he like just cuts from his Twitch VODs. The problem is my Twitch stream has been boring because nobody's here. So I have been like, okay, I could do that, but then I was like, there's nothing that I could pull to like do that. What is this? Inventory? No, it's not inventory button. These are all components. Okay, I gotta actually dig through the file structure because I don't remember what this stupid thing is called. And apparently it's named really dumb. Inventory. Is it literally just called inventory? Oh my god, it literally is just called inventory. That's frustrating. Okay, so basically, oh, this is gonna be a refactor. Oh, I guess not really. So basically, I just need to take this scroll container in here, and I need to take this guy, rip it out into its own scene, and everything that is in here that's related to loading it needs to go over there. Oh, this isn't gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun at all. Okay, let's move you over here so I have a reference of what I'm doing, because I don't want to rewrite all this. I'm just going to be doing a lot of copy paste. Okay. Shoot. All right, so basically what we're going to want to do is in the inventory, we're going to create a new scene. Other note, it's going to be a scroll container. We're going to save this out into GUI inventory. What do I call this? Like inventory. Content component, like I guess I don't care that much. It's not like it's a huge thing. We'll just call it the inventory content component. So then what do I need in here? An actual, so I need an actual like inventory or what's this called? A grid container. And then now what I need to do is a lot of these values. Horizontal scroll mode disabled. What? You're 518 by 518. Okay. And then think that's basically everything I gotta do from that standpoint. So we'll add a script to this. The inventory content component GD. That sounds good to me. Don't need literally any of that stuff added, but okay. It does not extend state. It's going to extend control. Okay, so we can get rid of this guy now. So we're definitely going to need this guy. And then I think the container is that. Let's just add some lines in there. The item description. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Is the item description actually something that's in here? The item description is something that's in here. That should not be the case, so we can fix that, but we are going to need a reference to the item description. I realize I don't like this sorting thing that's got going on here. Item description scene. So let's grab that. A pack scene and drop that in there. This will be a good way to actually like write some of this stuff cleaner. This actually should be a const then. Drag this guy up here. And then it's going to need a reference to the player. What is my setup signals doing here? There's probably nothing too crazy that's happening in here. Equipped weapon, blah, blah, loaded. Okay, so all of these signals are related specifically to what's going on over there. So I actually don't need ready. I'll just need to on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to do func. Or no, this is gonna be a public. This will be a public function, so it's gonna be open. open inventory. That's going to take in a player, type player. And at this point, so everything in here, okay, so this is grabbing the sprite and setting the player sprite. This is setting the player, getting a reference to the player. That's fine. If I have a weapon equipped, it's going to do all that stuff. So I can ignore all that. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. So it's this stuff that I need. I think it's really only this that I need. I'm gonna grab that out, put that there. That's all tabbed over too far. What are you upset about? Expecting. Oh. You are expected of. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. So then what we need to handle these signals. Player equal to player. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to need that. Oh, this is gonna break so much. This is one of, okay, now that I'm actually like writing this out, I am realizing this is probably something I should worry about after I get an alpha build out. I can temporarily fix the 3 menus so that they all look the same because there's not going to be any more menus on top of that anyway, at least for the alpha. This might be something I hold off for now. Because, oh, Jesus, I didn't think about how that's gonna... Item description. No, actually, this will work. We can work with this. So for now, we need func. Hold on. Yeah, this might actually not be dramatic as I thought it was going to be, because these are just signals. Yeah, okay. Use item. Item selected. So that's going to come from the inventory. Inventory UI button. Let's put you over here. Okay, inventory UI button. Item selected is sending over an inventory item. Okay. Inventory item. Oops. Pass. And I actually want to rewrite this. Let's not do this gross syntax. Dot item. Oops, come on. And then, okay, so then on top of that, You need func show item description. This is also probably going to take item hovered. Yeah, that's also going to take in an item. Inventory item. And then the last one is just going to be func hide item description. This doesn't take in anything. So this is going to be changed to that. And this will be changed to that. Okay. And yeah, these are going to throw errors because it's, or warnings because I'm not using those items yet. Okay, so that means that in the inventory UI, all of this can get cut out. It's going to cut it all. It's the worst that could happen. Let's drop this back down again so I can see what's happening. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do... I can still... Okay, so I can still use... I actually don't have to change nearly as much because instead of... So basically what's going to happen here is these will emit signals over to the item descriptor over here. And because I'm going to have to connect to the... Because this thing's going to have to emit signals to the menu that it's on. So yeah, I don't have to change. I don't like... No, I should just... If I'm refactoring this, I should just do it correctly from the get-go. Where when I hover over, it's just going to create a menu item, and when I stop hovering, it's just going to destroy that child. Or no, actually, there's no reason to. It's just I'm just pooling the thing. So yeah, actually, that's fine. I'll just keep reusing that item. It makes no sense to create it and destroy it all the time. So when I use an item, I essentially... Maybe I shouldn't have deleted. Okay, I'm not... Let me put everything back in here for now. I'm going to comment it out for the time being, though. There we go. So use item. Reload inventory. What do you... Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Okay. So use item essentially is... Use item. Yeah, I'll just signal that I... Signal item signal item used, and it's going to pass an item, inventory item. Item hovered. Item, and then the last one is going to be so this is going to be item used dot emit, and we'll pass the item, and then this guy is going to be item hovered dot emit, pass the item again, and then down here is going to be item hover ended dot emit. Okay. So then what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to replace all of this stuff with a content component dot open inventory. I might be able to just drop this in. Yeah, I might. This might actually go smooth. Okay. So up here, instead of container. If I get rid of this, am I good? Hey, Jackson, you don't need that. Oh, I need a close inventory. Duh. Okay. So I can rip this bit out. Definitely. I'll put it in here. Tab that, get stuff in there. Okay, so that should be good. So now close components inventory. I can't believe that I can't believe how easy this is actually going to drop in. Fingers crossed. I say that now. I'm going to do the drop in and it's going to completely break. Okay, so since I don't need that, exports. I'll change this to inventory container is going to equal a inventory content component. And then I can literally go inventory container dot open inventory. pass in the player. Down here, I can do inventory container dot close inventory. Is that not what it's called? I don't know why you weren't helping me there, but okay, so I think so at that point, okay, I think we're good. So that just means now I have to go inventory container dot item used dot connect use item inventory container dot item hovered dot connect what is okay? What am I doing with this thing? Signals. Let me open this up over here because then I can see a very clear inventory UI. All right. Let's see what we got going on in here. Loaded ammo, sprites, item description. You upset? Oh, that's fine. Actually, here, let's comment this out. So where is this item? Item description. Where are you being used? Item description. Okay, so but how are you getting created? What? Connect item description show item description dot hide. Oh, you know what? I bet you those are. Okay. That maths. So when I'm connecting the signals, then I really don't like doing it this way. But it's going to be item description dot show and inventory dot item hovered ended connects item description I didn't realize these were actual methods. I thought this was just like calling a property on it. Okay, and then so somehow, some way, this might psychotically, this might work. This actually might work first go. Inventory, content, component. And you're going to be that thing. So we're going to save this off. Cool. Now we're going to go into the inventory. We're going to delete this node. Inventory grid component or content component. There we go. We're going to put this all the way up here at the top. Layouts, transform 518 by 528. Okay, so I must have fat fingered something. Yeah. 518 by 518. Save that. We're going to go back here. It should just... Okay, so it's not gonna... There we go. So it looks like it's just slotting in the correctly. It needs to go to 40. Okay, so it looks like... Okay, so we're just dropped in. Now the inventory itself, I need to assign the inventory container, which is this guy. Fingers crossed. If this works first try, I'm gonna be floored. Something tells me, there's no way it was that easy. There's just no way. Oh my god. Oh my god, did it actually work first try? That, or the column thing, that's fine because I forgot to do this. That's totally expected. Did that actually... Oh my god, that actually worked. Oh, holy crap. Okay. I don't know how long that took me. But holy crap. And now I'm going to break it all because I forgot to do it. Because I forgot to, like, pull. Oops. Please commit your changes or stash them before you merge. Okay. I screwed up and forgot to make a branch for this, which is fine. Because holy crap, that actually worked. And if I just broke everything, that's fine because I know how to do this now. Refactored inventory window. Sync. There's merge conflicts. Show changes. Where are the merge conflicts? Oh, actually, okay. Literally all of this stuff. Let's just, I don't need these things. I know I got merge conflicts. Let me just. Stage all merge changes. Just work, damn it. Merge editor. I want to take this one because it makes no. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Oh wait, no. That's not right. I don't want to double up on that. Remove incoming. Okay. Complete merge. The new resolve. Remove incoming. Complete merge. Remove incoming. Resolve. Remove incoming. Except current. Complete merge. Okay. Commit. Sync. Yep. That was annoying. Let's get rid of all these guys now. And now watch, I broke something and just committed it to the main branch, and I wasn't even on like an external branch. But no, everything appears to still be working. So on that note, let's now create a proper branch. Refactor UI inventory components. Because what I'm going to have to do now is the stash, which I'm pretty sure is, if I open up the hideout, the stash, there you are. Open an editor. It's just a lootable that opens the loot menu scene. Okay, okay. Come on, there we go. Because then that means also this little cooler, random lootable, is a lootable, which opens up the scene. Okay. So I need to open up the loot menu. And we got to do basically the thing we just did. And we got to do it twice because there's 2 containers here. Oh, and I didn't consider the fact that these have to loot or have sorts. Which is fine. We can just refactor the sorting. Box sorted. Let's see. All. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely work with this. It's just going to be a little bit more of a pain. How do I determine if loot options? Loot options is a VBox container. Random lootable. Is sortable. What I actually need is the loot menu. What's my favorite snack? Probably popcorn, to be honest. I eat a lot of popcorn. So sort options. So if I come back over here, sort options right there. Okay, so how am I letting it know that it's sortable? Oh, literally right here. Is sortable. I've had some close encounters with unpopped popcorn, but I think I've gotten kind of conscious of it. I also don't like it. Popcorn's pretty soft. I don't gnash down on it like super hard. Oh, I'm all out of my bubbly. Over to plain old water now. All right. How do I... So this... The being able to sort stuff just threw a huge wrench into... Especially because, oh god, there's the nightmare here too, where it's I'm manually taking in the player. So, okay, I actually do have a bad experience with Easy Cheese. It was a double whammy thing that happened. So, like, when I was a kid, we were over at like some of my parents' friends' house, and like they had kids and stuff like that, and we were watching 13 Ghosts or something like that. Hold on. I didn't know Matthew Lillard was in it. But yeah, so we were watching 13 Ghosts. And we were eating like a lot of easy cheese for some reason. Like, I don't know why specifically why, but it was like, yeah, that we had a lot of like easy cheese that we were eating that night. And so the double whammy with it was one, a little kid me was like freaked out by this movie. Honestly, the movie's not even that scary, but like a little kid was scared by it. And then on top of that, like I ate so much of that easy cheese that like I was on the way home, I was just sick. And I think it was a mixture of being so scared from the movie and the amount of it that I had that I just got sick and was throwing up on the way home. So what's funny is I remember I was so scared, like got so scared of that movie for so dumb reason. Cause like I said, I could go back and watch it now. It's really not even, it's not that scary. That like I remember me and my sister basically would like hang out in her room every night and watch movies because we were too afraid to go to bed by ourselves. But then also I just haven't been able, like I never was able to eat that stuff again because I associate it with being scared of that movie and getting sick from it. Like, I should try it again. I haven't had it in ages. But I think moving to then Wisconsin years later, and then being with my now wife, who is native to Wisconsin, I've grown a new appreciation of cheese. And to be honest, like, I don't know if I would even enjoy like the artificial taste of easy cheese anymore. On top of that, with my wife being from native Wisconsin, I don't even know if I'd be allowed to bring that stuff home. I'm pretty sure to a native Wisconsinite, I'm pretty sure that stuff would be like a cardinal sin. All right, so there's two. This is a little goofy. But I think I think I need to make a separate do I ever reference the player again? Okay, so no, I could do this, and this actually, instead of referencing the player, I could just send in an inventory component. And then I can have the loot menu itself handle the handle the players or the different. Because all this is doing is displaying. The loot menu is doing the logic. So I think actually what I can do is remove the reference to the player. This thing has absolutely no need to have a reference to the player. Inventory. And this is just going to take in an inventory component. I'm going to call this inventory component. And then I can literally drop that down. And that should still work. Except that's not going to work because what I need to do is... Oh, it already broke something. Because I need to fix the inventory UI. Player.inventory component. I forgot to change that over. But this should still work. Yep, that still works. Okay. So that sorts that problem, because then now keeping track of the player or the player in the loot box container is a different story, because now I can literally just do the 2 containers and they'll just know. The other issue now then is I have to handle the sorting. Which I don't... Oh, this is gonna be annoying. It probably won't be annoying. Yeah, it doesn't know. I think that means I pull out the sort state into my globals, into my global enums. Which is fine. Oh my god, can I just search? There we go. Globals. And all my globals is literally just enums. So there's a couple other random things floating in here, but I don't think I'm too upset about it. This determines how the gun shoots. I never actually finished the okay, so let's grab the enum out of here. And let's put this in my globals up here. This determines how the gun shoots. What a great piece of documentation. What do I want to call this thing? Sorting flag for inventory. Save that off. What did I do in here? That's so... Oh, yeah, I did that. And then you, basically anywhere that I do... I gotta do this now. Except I gotta reload the project annoyingly. Come on, reopen. I don't know why the enums never want to register in the... Oh, and everything that I had open is gone. Inventory component, content component. Put you there. Oh, I gotta put it in front of... Okay. So I get this to get quit crying at me. All right, so now a bool. Oh, this is gonna get super messy. Actually, I'm kind of glad now that I did it on a different branch, because now it's gonna be not. Otherwise, I would have been super upset with not having like a nice breakpoint. I got the refactor built, and now I can go deal with the pain in the butt ones. And then actually, it's the lootable itself that is sortable. Okay, so actually I don't need the is sortable here. I need the sort state though. So I need the sort state at least. And then loot box equals loot box dot get path underscore loot box. What are you? Is a string. Do I need that? Because, okay, so sort. Okay, yeah, that's easy, because then here in a sort state equals that. I also just manually, I go in here and I tell the component to set new sort state. So the question is, do I make the... how do I I'm also trying to make these more. How do I do a setter and getter in? Okay, so this is actually going to be, so var sort state. I'm going to put the setter and getter underneath it. So it's var sort state. This is going to be globals dot sort state. can I set that? Or... I'm trying to enforce like C# into this. Let's say set value. Sort state equals value. And the get is going to return sort state. That's overkill and not the way to do it in Godot. Then how do you... I need to start using these because they're a lot cooler. I just don't remember how to... State equals just new state. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I understand how to use these guys again, because... Property set get. Okay. That's probably fine. I don't know why I'm overthinking this way too hard. It's just gonna... Oh, but it doesn't like when sort state not... Oh. There we go. So that's just what we're gonna do. I mean, whenever I write C#, I'm always stuck in like C# land where I never... If I have like, you know, I'll use I mean, these are properties. It's just, I haven't used them in a while now that I think about it, but and I guess a set get is like overkill here because I'm not actually manipulating it. I'm just literally setting its value. This is completely overkill. Let's not even bother with this. I don't know why it's a cool thought, but yeah, it's because it's something I need to use more. Okay, so I'm setting it to all. So then I need to have a, so I need to have a var though that's a sorted inventory, which you guys are probably just arrays. What am I? It's an array of inventory item. Cool. How do I actually open these inventories? Reload menu. Open menu. Open menu. Okay. So when we search, when I'm going through, instantiating. Button connect. Item selected, item hover. And then I'm sorting. On sort all. Sort. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. Oh wow. Okay, hold on. So sort on sort by all. What is that? God, this code is so bad. Okay, so sort by all, button down, on sort by all. Okay. So on sort by all is the button press that's setting the sort state to all, and then it reloads the menu. And if I go to the reload menu, it closes it and opens it again. My close menu, that's okay. I understand what I was doing in here now. So what I need to do then is, so okay, so let's go back to, so I need to grab this. We're gonna match the sort state. And then we have all these methods. All these methods are these ones down here. Sort all. Sorted inventory equals I never do save the var inventory component, which is going to be an inventory component. I do want to set the inventory component. Man, I know you guys I know you guys are just lurking, but it's making me feel weird because I know you're here, but you're not talking. Don't feel obligated to either. I'm gonna be done here in like 15 minutes anyway, so. Sort weapons. The Baktak sorted equals sorted array. Wait, hold on. On sort by weapons. It's, oh, on sort by weapons, setting the flag, reloading the menu. When I reload the menu, why do I do this? Oh, no. Okay, I do. Okay, because I'm always loading the player inventory. That the player inventory isn't sortable on this menu. This is literally in here specifically for the yeah, this is literally in here specifically for the stash, but it's also going to be usable by the vendors. So I'm checking the state here, and then it's checking the other. Okay, so it's doing the sort, and then it does. Okay. So actually, what I want to do is do all this stuff after I do this sort, because the sort's gonna go in here, put it into the sorted inventory, and then it's gonna look. Okay. I understand what I did now. So sort of, okay. We're making progress here. Okay. The pain in the butt thing is all the stuff that I'm copy pasting from here. I gotta like okay. So sort all, so we're gonna do sort weapons. So we're gonna grab func sort weapons. Drop you right there. Sorted inventory. No. Sorted inventory. Okay, so this is gonna be the sort inventory. And then for the items in inventory component, and then sorted inventory is going to be equal to sort inventory. And then I literally have to do that for every single one of these other ones. Okay, so I think it's gonna be easier to copy paste these and change. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so next is sort ammunition. Sort component. Sorted inventory. Sort armor. Drop you there, drop you there, and then you're going to be inventory component. You're going to be sorted inventory. And then the last one I need is consumables. I'll grab this bad boy. Drop you there. And the same thing, sort inventory. Sort inventory. You're going to be inventory component. And then you're going to be sorted inventory. So now we're going to grab all of this. We're going to put it at the very top here. You actually need to drop back one more. And then for item, so instead of all of this in here, it's going to be sorted inventory. We're going to go ahead and try this and make sure we didn't break the main inventory. Everything is still good there. Okay. So now we just gotta set up the signals and rip out everything in here that we don't need anymore on the loot menu, because now the sorting is going to be handled by the inventory itself. Oh man. Well, on that note, since we got about 5 minutes left, I'm gonna go ahead and call it now, because it's gonna take me longer than 5 minutes to really rip through all this stuff, and I also don't want to rush through it either. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Everyone that's still here hanging out and lurking, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. As always, if you haven't, I know most of you guys follow me on Twitch, but if you haven't, go follow me on all the other social medias. The links are down below. I'm really trying to push the Discord too. Granted, I think everyone that's lurking in here, I won't be offended if you don't join my Discord, because I know a lot of you are already in 2 Discords that are identical anyway with Chris. But I would definitely appreciate it if you guys did join over there, because I'm trying to really grow the Discord. And I will be back again either Monday or Tuesday. I have not decided on Monday if I am going to play Pokemon. This is the next week. I haven't decided if I'm going to go play Pokemon or if I'm going to go play Warhammer. And whether I do that dictates if I'm free Wednesday or Thursday, or Monday or Thursday. But most likely I'll be streaming on Monday. So I will see you guys then, and have a good rest of your night. See you.